piece of silk velvet, and what I would like to be showing you here is how we deal with wrinkles and dents in the velvet. They can occur at any moment. It depends how things are stored. If you roll fabric or velvet and put it on its end, it will also mark. So we usually take great care, which is why we put it on hooks. So here you have a lot of harsh rolling marks that came from this being rolled for a long time in humid conditions. These marks here are part of this aging process, because that is really what our silk velvet is about. It's about getting this uneven look with a marbled finish where you have overlayering of color, and then occasionally you are going to have these marks. These marks happen to velvet as it ages. Now, if there are some of them which one wants to get out, I'm going to be showing you soon in the next video how we get those little gashes out. Sometimes the marks are only on the front. When they're on the front, we only humidify the front. But you can also have wrinkles that show on the back, and when they show on the back, here they show on the back, here they don't, you also need to humidify the back. So here we are, we take a spray which doesn't make drips, it makes a nice mist, and we mist the back, and then we mist the front. When they are harsh marks like this, you might need to do this process twice. We now leave the water to sink in for about a minute until there's no more little bubbles on the surface. You'll see that the water is still sparkling on the surface, so we still wait. We wait until the water has seeped into the fabric before we do anything. We're going to start the shaking process. We are not touching the pile of the velvet, we are only touching the selvage. So that's very important, that when the velvet is wet, we do not touch it.
Yeah, start.
So we are not touching the pile of the velvet. We never touch the pile of the velvet when it is wet. We go on the edge, on the selvage, or on the edge here, because you see, when it's wet, we make a depression. So always we shake without touching. At the end of this, you see that everything has become very upright pile. You don't have any more shine really, and you have several options. You can either let it dry naturally and keep shaking it every now and then, or you can use a hairdryer, or if the pieces are not too long, you could put them into a tumble dryer also. If you do that, it's a good idea to fold the piece and pin it like that, so that you protect your pile from touching any metal part that might be hot in the tumble dryer. So I suggest that the easiest thing at this point is probably just to let it dry naturally, and then when it's almost dry, you can do a sort of round pummeling movement with your hand if you feel that you see any areas that you feel maybe are bothering you. You could, but this is now too wet. You have to wait until it's almost dry and then shake it more. So as you see, this has got rid of all those marks up to here, which is where I put the water. We haven't attacked these ones yet. More lines here. As you see now, they're pretty much gone, and no need really to use a dryer because we didn't wet it very much, right? So it's still wet here, But if you see a few areas, you can do this very delicately. But the best thing is to wait until it's pretty much almost dry, and then the whole area gets treated in this way.